Oh no, I'm to Grandad's allotment. So back off holidays. So I'm gonna have a quick look around, and I think I'll be clearing some beds today. I'll show you what I'm up to. So a couple of trays there was my collies and calabrese. So I'm going to get them out today. So I'm going to clear a few beds for that. Everything else is doing all right. The beans are coming on. I had a bit of a crop when I came over yesterday. So yeah, there's loads on, so I'll get them off. And then all of these beds are going to be starting to get cleared. To be honest, everything's just about done. The winter radish, they're coming up quite canny. Going to get all these courgettes and stuff out today. Kale's doing all right. That'll be fine. Need to start and crop that soon. But yeah, I think all of these courgette beds are coming out today. I'll top the beds up, and I'll start and plant my onion sets, I think. Get them in. So yeah, I think I'll do it in all these ones that have got courgettes in. Get them cleared, topped up. I've got a bit of manure just to put in the top, and I might put a bit of compost in as well. Right, let's crack on. Right, let's get these ones cleared, I think. They're done now. Bits of grass to go with it. I'm only doing these ones first because these didn't have onions in last year. So try to alternate where I put the onions. Not that I had white rocks. I did in the garlic, but not in the onions. That makes it really well. Right, give them a quick tickle over with the rake. This one. I don't dig anything. Just, right, I'll stop you there. Right, so what I've got here is just a bag of farmyard manure. It was on offer at the garden centre, that's why I bought it. So I think it was £3 a bag. To be honest, it's not. It is quite, it's black. So I'm just going to hide some of that into each bed. Can't do it any harm. Good bit of that in each one, and then I'm going to top it up with some compost. Winston. I don't normally bother buying stuff like this, but well, it was so cheap. Well, why not? So I've got a couple of bags of it. So roughly half a bag in each. Is that a in? Right, then what I've got is just some compost. Now this was old pots and stuff. You can see, I don't know what that was, but that's the little jiffy pot that I had in there. But yeah, just all my pots I tend to put in the big bin, you know, at the end of the season, and then fill it full of water. You can see that they're the little compost bags. So we'll get them out because they tend not to decompose for ages. They do, but so yeah, this is just, you can see the pots, and it just, when you fill it full of water, it just breaks it up a little bit. So you actually flood the bin with water. So that's going in as well. Just watch, because there was a couple of pots that had bulbs in, so you see the still there. I'll be getting daffodils going with the onions. Right, that's one bit done. Chopped up. I'll go and get some compost for that one, but I'll just show you. So that's the bed chopped up. Do that one next. Right, see you in a bit. Right, I'm gonna put the onions in this bed to start with. So I've just put my farmyard manure on the bottom, and then you saw what my reused compost on the top. Level it out, dibble it down, and I'm going to put quite a few onions in this area, 50 in fact, in this metre square. I want them as sort of smaller onions in the spring. People say it'll be too compact, you know, it is, but I'm putting them as small onions. I've got two sorts. I've got some red onions, electric, they're called red onions, and sensu, or the Jap onions. So I'll do the Jap onions in here first of all. Now a lot of people will start these off in cells and then put them out, but to me, well, you know, about third week in September, the ground's still pretty warm, so we should get away with this. But cost me £1 for the pack of onion sets, so it's not, you know, if it doesn't happen, it doesn't happen. So I'm going about 5, 6 inches apart, and I'm going down to the depth of that on my dibber. Now I'm not dropping them all the way in because it's quite pointed, this dibber, so it'll not go all the way in, but flat end or basal plate down in, and it's going down really probably just an inch, twice the depth of the actual bulb is what you want really. So how many have I got there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And it's again, it's the same distance apart. So I just got these from the local garden centre the other day. We've got a new garden centre up at the Royal Quays in North Shields, and it's quite cheap. So thought I would give it a go. And these need to be down quite a depth because they do raise up. People think the birds pick them out, but it's not, it's the roots pushing the onions out. So you've got to sort of push them back in every now and again. So if you go down at least twice the depth of the onion. And people sometimes don't like onion sets because they tend to bolt, but if you're picking them young enough, it doesn't really matter if they bolt because you're going to eat it anyway. But I've done onions from seeds and stuff before, but it's just more hassle, isn't it? You know, more time potting them on, and they do tend not to bolt. But to be honest, if they eat the onion straight away, it doesn't matter if it's bolted. Last row. So out of that packet of 50, I've had one. That's rotten, so that's not too bad for £1. Right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 36. Right, I'm going on the one in between now. Just to use this bag up. I haven't dug this bed, like I said, I've just added to it, and this had the squash in last year, courgettes, and a row of peas along here, so I haven't done anything to it apart from add to it. Right, I'm just going to go and grab another bag of onions just to finish that off. Right, just finishing these off. So where did I get up down there? I'm in the wrong ones, haven't I? Same ones. 2 onions in the same one there. That's what you get for stopping the job halfway through. Right, I've got 6 rows of 6, and then these rows have got 5 in, so I'll have a quick count up in a sec. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's 36 and 25. In there. Right, I'm just going to give it a quick rake over. Find my rake. Just to cover them up. There we go. So that works out just over 60 onions in there. Right, let's crack on with the other one. Red onions. I'll stop you on there. Right, so that's my red onions in. Just give them a quick cover over. I'll just give them a quick water with a watering can. And that's it. Probably going to put a net over them. Right, just give me a quick water in with the 6X liquid. And I'll not water these again now over the winter. So we'll get enough from what the weather brings. Right, I'm going to put a hoop over as well. And just tie a bit of net over. See you in a bit. Right, that's my final lot of onions gone in. So I've got a little 3 foot by 2 foot bed there. I've netted that one, which is metre by metre, and netted that one there as well. So that's 150 onions gone in, 50 red ones, electrics, and 100 sensu or chap onions. Right, I'm going to have a look at my garlic in the shed. Right, just before I start the garlic, this is the bin I was on about with all the bits of pots and stuff in. So I just fill the bin up with all empty bits of pots, spent compost, and then I've topped the bin right up full of water, and that sort of breaks it down a little bit, and I just use that for filling up my beds. But I've bought some garlic. I said I wasn't going to do it. I said I was just going to keep my elephant garlic, but I found these in the shop with when I bought my onions. So I thought, right, last chance, I'm gonna fill up a couple of cells. You can see there, fill up a couple of those cells and plant up my garlic. My elephant garlic, I've got another couple of weeks yet before I need to put that in, because that's tough as all boots. It fires direct, but I'm going to put these in cells. So I'll set you up and show you what I'm doing. Right, I'm just going to make a start with this. Hope you can see it. So I'm just going to fill up a couple of these trays. This is just everyday tray for multi-purpose compost. Now it's special. It's bone dry as well now at the minute. Never mind. Oh, I'm dusty. Right, I think I'm going to water that because it's a bit too dry. The next lot. Right. Hopefully you can see it. So this is Gargantua. I think it's supposed to be Gargantua. It's a soft neck garlic anyway. So I'm just gonna split the bulb up. Right, got some tiny little ones. Let's see how many I've got. I've got one bulb. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 bits, but some of them are tiny. But you know what I mean. So same as what you did with the onions, the basal plate, the bit where it joins onto the bottom. That bit where it joins, that's your roots. So I'm just gonna pop them in. Just stick a hole in with my finger. Pop them in, and when these shoot, I've got a good root system on, I'll plant them outside. Normally the elephant garlic I'll sow direct, because it's tough as old boots and it tends to fire. But normal garlic sometimes needs a bit of a helping hand. I'm even going to put in these little ones. That fills up the tray. so open the next one. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So again, 12 in a bulb. So over the top. I'll give that a good water in a minute. Do the next one. So it's no special, this compost. It's just whatever I had at the shop. But the last lot of compost I got was just some you know, tomato grow bags, because they had them on offer. So I just used them. Right. Always trying to make a hole though, because otherwise you squash the basil plates. Couple of short to fill that tray out now, I think. So what have we got? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 15, 16, 17, 18, 20, 22. So that's not bad. That'll do me. I'm not doing any more normal soft neck garlic. I'm just doing the elephant garlic, which I've got at home from last year. Right, I'll stop these there and I'll put these away. So when I was away on holiday, there was a couple of big apple trees in the garden, so I took some cuttings. You can see them on the floor there, and I've done a couple of grafts. Now, I've never grafted an apple before, but I thought I would have a go. So there's 3 on this tree. There's another one down there. If they don't take, well, that's fine, because it's just, you know, just from there. I'll still get apples from here, then it'll shoot off again. So I'm not losing anything. I've still got a shoot there, which will shoot off. And same with these ones. I'll just use them. And I did a couple on this tree as well. So one off the side there. Again, I've never grafted an apple before, but it's first for everything. I mean, it might not even be the right time of year, but hey ho. And then I've got another one here and another one there. So it's 3 on each tree. There's 2 different apples. Varieties. I don't know what they are, but they're well old apple trees. But yeah, we'll see how we go. Right, that's me for today. Jane's just tooted, so she must be in the car park waiting for us. So thanks everybody for liking and subscribing, and we'll see you on the next one. Catch you later.